Say, top of the morning to you, man. I want to welcome you to Warzone Morning Show. Headed into the station. Make sure you got your app downloaded because I'm going to play some real good music today. Uh, the app is Street 100. The Heat. The app is Street 100. The Heat. I'm headed into the station this morning. Finna go in, man. I came to you to talk to you my morning thoughts. I do this every morning while I'm riding. And say good morning to all of y'all, man. I really can't see your names because I'm driving right now, so it is what it is. But good morning to all of y'all. Oh man, how you doing? This whole election thing is a mess right now. It's a mess. They went off in Portland last night, rioting, and that's what's to be expected. A lot of people they don't really understand the process, the election process. The election process is all screwed up. Um, the election process doesn't bother me at all. To be honest with you, the election process does not bother me at all because I do the same thing regardless of whoever's in office. But the process in itself, where we go out, we stand in the booth, and we're supposed to vote and pick who we want. And in all actuality, the game is tainted. The deck is stacked. Let's get that straight. And that's why it's hard for people to understand when people say, ain't no sense in me voting. Some days it really ain't. Because these people already know who they want them. Why the hell are we going through the process? Why would we go through the whole process and in all actuality you got the game jacked up? This started a while ago. We saw this happen with Al Gore, where they stole the election from Al Gore. And you remember Al Gore was a Democrat. They stole the election from him in the state of Florida. I don't know how we got all this technology and all this money, and yet we still got states counting ballots. We still got states playing with these mail-in ballots. See, the problem with the mail-in ballots from day one, that really should be for seniors. I mean, not seniors, but that really should be for yeah, really for the older people. And curbside service should be for the older people on election day. But they put the twist in the game because of the COVID. Try to act like because of COVID they had to send out all these mail-in ballots because they knew it was a little bit easier to cheat with the mail-in ballots. Because they got control over that and they can play the game. Up in Harris County, they definitely cheated. We know that for a fact. But I guess that's the new thing when it comes to democracy. Democracy is a joke. Only thing we get to do is go to the store, go to work, ride around, and I guess people think we're normal by doing that. But when it comes to dealing with the process and putting the right people in office, it's all a game, bro. Doesn't affect me. I want y'all to understand. People like, man, you sound a little disappointed. Nah, man, I'm just getting up. I'll be juiced up in a minute on the Warzone Morning Show. So make sure you got your app downloaded because we finna get ready to go in this morning. I'm more in tune with building my brand and doing what I do. And with that being said, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm gonna do. Biden and Trump are both evil. There's no question about that. They're both evil, and I will never accept the lesser of two evil. Not with my vote. That's not gonna happen. I will never pick evil with my vote. But I think the big thing for a lot of people is, hold on, Lorenzo, that's what I'm talking about. The whole early ballot game is messed up. The whole early ballot game is messed up. It was done to do exactly what it's doing now. That's why we've been preaching it the whole time. It was done to do exactly what it's doing now. And, you know, it's sad because a lot of people are hurting on both sides. A lot of people being fooled and played with on both sides. And as long as people get what they want, I don't care how they get it. Now, what I'm a little dumbfounded by is that the average person, the average poor person, black, white, Latino, immigrant, whatever, if we violate the law in any way, shape, form, or fashion, then we got to deal with the justice system. We got to deal with the judicial system. We got to deal with the law. But these politicians are not held to the same standard. They're not held to the same standard, man. These folk violate the law every day, and they let them make it. I'm like, man, this you gotta be. Come on, dog, you gotta be joking, man. With some of the stuff that these people do, and they clearly get away with it. You know what I'm saying? They clearly get away with it. So that's why, I mean, I have no faith in democracy. Don't come telling me about no democracy. Don't come telling me about no flag and none of that, because the stuff that go on under this American flag, allows the United States of America to look like the joke that it really is. When you have leadership that's up in these state houses and white houses and doing all this foolishness, across the world, we look like some damn fools. But that's okay because a lot of y'all don't go across the world. So you ain't gotta go through the airport in Dubai. You ain't gotta go through the airport in Paris and look like a goddamn fool when you get off them planes and people figure out you from the United States of America. You ain't got to deal with that. For us that travel and do what we do, yeah, we got to deal with it on a grander scale. Folks looking at us sideways, talking to us crazy when they don't have a clue. We have a problem with what's going on around here. We have a serious problem with what's going on around here. So I tell anybody, man, if you really want to be a pedophile, if you really want to get away with murder, if you want to get away with violating drug statutes and laws, become a politician. Because if you become a politician, you get away with anything. Go on, go on your job and grab somebody by the pussy and see how fast your ass get locked up. Go on your job and pull a Clay Higgins and tell somebody you gonna drop them where they stand and you gonna shoot somebody. Just shoot a regular citizen. Watch how long you had that job. Matter of fact, go into a board meeting or go into a school board meeting and even insinuate or make them feel threatened and watch how fast they deal with you. But if you a politician, you get away with all that. You get away with all that. So the thing is when people get to talk about we need to come together, we need to do this and we need to do that, we need to create our own party. Yeah, that shit sound good. But in all actuality, we can't get it done because We already have people in place in certain spots that have already sold out, and they're not going to allow us to do that. I'm listening to these people campaign at the polls and, vote Democrat straight down the ticket. Yeah, because if you'd have voted Democrat straight down the ticket, that plays into their hands. I, people will think, well, you don't like Democrats. Got several Democratic politicians I really like. I like the work that they've done. I like them as good people. The whole nine. Got several Republicans that I like. I like them as good people. I like the work that they do. But some of y'all ain't worth a damn, man. And you really make us look horrible, bro. Black people got this thing that if a parent goes to the school in their pajamas, then they look bad. They make us look bad. So it just depends on the situation where we make each other look bad. But as a politician, you can make us look bad and then shit, go get you a cup of coffee. You can make us look bad and go get you a cup of coffee and never think twice. You guys that are out there that just voted blindly, just voted because you needed to do this because of this and that reason. I need you to go home. Now that everything is basically done and you're just waiting on results, I need you to go home and I need you to research some of these people that you voted for. I need you to see what you put in office. I need you to see that some of these people ain't even qualified to sit in the seats that they sit in. You have folks that won judgeships and have to take office in January that don't even have law degrees. Hold on, man. They gonna be a judge and they don't have a law degree. Wow, them the people you put in office. I want you to think about that, man. I want you to think about the people that you put over, your tax assessors and all that. And what experience do these people have? See, because in order to be a politician, they tell me, in order to be a politician, folks tell me you got to have degrees. Okay, cool. But if your degree ain't in the field that you trying to be a politician in, then how does that shit work? I tell you what, can you get off your job in the morning? Say you work as a teacher, and somebody tell you, man, they got a job paying $100,000 a year for you to go work on to be an aircraft mechanic, but all you is a PE teacher at the school. Do you really think you're gonna get that job? Hell no. You don't have no experience, but I have a degree in physical education. I don't give a damn. That's crazy. But I'd love for you to go and research some of these people that you have voted for and look at their qualifications now. And then it will amaze you with some of these people, man. I would never buy into the establishment. I would never do it if I was a politician. I'd work for the people. That's why it was a no-brainer for them not to allow me to sit on that school board. Because one, I didn't have a degree. I'm taking care of that. I didn't have a degree. And two, they knew I'd never sell out. They knew that. I'd never sell out. I'd never sell them kids out. I'd never do it because I understand that education is the foundation to all these kids that are coming up now this next generation of kids to be able to do what they need to do and to be able to take care of us once we get old. See, we out here fighting for these seniors. We out here fighting for these older people. And I have my reasons. My friend has 91-year-old daddy that refused to do a mail-in ballot, and she took him to the polls. He had his walker. I found that to be amazing. I found that to be amazing. And I told her I want to meet him. I want to shake his hand, because I'm out here fighting for him and he don't even know me. And it doesn't matter if he knows me or not. Just know that I appreciate everything you've done in your 91 years to put me in the position that I'm in now as a person, not from a monetary standpoint, not nothing like that, but as a person, I appreciate it. So we have to do the same thing and fight for this next generation so that one of these youngsters can find me or find you and feel the same way, so that they can feel the same damn way. And with that being said, that's how the process has to work. Y'all, I'm at the station. I'm about to go in. It's the app in your Play Store is Street 100 The Heat. Download the app if you've not downloaded the app and get ready for us to go and do what we do this morning. All right? Talk to y'all a little bit later. I'll come on during the show. It's hard to play music because Facebook will take it off. And but yeah, listen to the show, man. We're gonna talk about some of this morning. I'll holler at y'all after a while.